Okay. Now, hopefully you guys can hear this. I gotta whisper because, like, I camp out. The sad thing is, it's cleaner and safer than the shelters are. Find a nice place somewhere, hopefully where, I don't know if you can hear the bus in the background. Kinda, it's busy enough so people don't see you, but not so busy you get spotted kind of deal. Now, you know what the sad thing is? I've been homeless for a year now, and I had an anxiety disorder. It was pretty bad, but I'm Zoloft now, and everything's getting a little bit better. But in the past year, I've been from Portland back and forth from Seattle to Portland, sleeping on the sidewalk. I mean, I can't catch a break to save my ass. And down in Portland, it's crazy. It's like animalistic. When you're on the streets, like on the streets, you learn how to survive without money. I mean, you're going to survive no matter what. Human beings are survival animals. So you start learning to like pick out of the trash or steal from people. That stuff irritates me. I got robbed not even a week ago for my pickle pack, and they were nice enough to help themselves to my t-shirt. At least they didn't steal my sleeping bag, or I'd be dead. But the sad thing is, you learn how to live without access to money. I mean, you're going to get money somehow. It's capitalism. There's no other choice. What are you going to do? Steal everything? You're going to but come on, people, wake up. The only way to end homelessness is to put money in the hands of the homeless, or make it so the homeless don't need money to survive. Now, if you can tell me the answer to that one, better man than I. But the sad thing is about the system, it's like when you become homeless, like you're still a strong spirited person. You're like, yeah, man, I can do it. But after going downtown and standing in line with people that shoot each other in the head, like down at the Union Gospel, and then you sit there for hours and you go through and they throw this stuff on your plate that you're like, wow, I don't know if I can stomach that. Then you're sitting there with all the people yelling loud, violent. I don't like eating like that. I mean, over the years, I've noticed this everywhere I go. I've been homeless in 9 different states, and I've been able to go from sleeping on the sidewalk to a job in an apartment in 6 of them. It's like with PTSD, one day I'll blow up and just leave instead of instead of punching somebody in the face. I'll move to another state. I'll sleep on the sidewalk and figure it out. I mean, this is on record. You can pull my SSI or my work record. It shows it. Boom, boom, boom. State to state to state. But it's like the resources in all the states, they're the same. It's all a joke. It's all paying some huge paycheck and giving out like minimal supplies. I used a place called the Compass Center to shower and brush my teeth and this and that. And the toothpaste they give you is so disgusting. I bet anybody $20 you can't brush your teeth with it for 2 minutes. I'm at third place books at 65th and 20th, man. You think I'm kidding? Come on down. I mean, give me a couple days to get that 20 together. In this situation, that's like a hundo. But yeah, homelessness is not going to go away unless you give an option to capitalism. Homesteading, that's my idea. Told them move them out to Sammamish State Park, let them set tents, let them get a little bit of stability, gives you somewhere to keep your stuff, somewhere to call home. You'd be surprised what morale can do for people. Like, I'm strong. Oh my God. Compared to some people, being on the streets, it breaks you day after day, no matter how hard you try, man. Even with selling the real change, it's like you'll be out there smiling, and people look like they want to spit on you for smiling at them. I mean, I've sold downtown. I've sold, and there's great people. A lot of people come up, they'll be hi, they'll be friendly, but I said hello to somebody one day and they yanked their kid closer to them like I was going to snatch him up and fly away. People, people, people. I'm just a human being too, man. I had a rough life. I didn't have my parents there to help me out. I did the best I could since I was 16. Don't judge people by looking at them, unless you're clairvoyant or whatever they call it. How the hell do you know anything about anybody unless you talk to them? I'm not a bad guy. Come say hi. But yeah, I want to open a real change stand to start my own nonprofit because I'm tired of this. I'm tired of the stealing. The CEOs getting paid $2 million for what? For what? Running an advertising campaign? Well, batten down the hatches. I got a friend, he'll do it for 20 grand a year. Same job. The leader of the Boy Scouts. You're making millions of dollars a year, and you were hiding child molestation cases for 30 years. That's ridiculous. You should be dragged out in the street and shot, and it should be put on pay-per-view. That should be split up between all those little boys. I mean, I want to start a nonprofit that's like an anti-nonprofit. Time to bring an end to all this garbage, all this high salaries and not helping anybody, and all you do is form committees to talk about stuff. Nothing gets done and everybody gets paid. Well, here's an idea. How about nobody gets paid and everything gets done? Sound good? Sounds good to me. I'm tired, man. What happened to us as people? Like, honestly, what happened to us? We were raised on Christian value, where it says to love your brother and hug him and say, hey, man, you're great, you're awesome, you're blah, blah, blah. But we don't. We go to church. Oh, but boy, when it comes to actually heeding the word, we'd rather run up and kick somebody in the nuts and get it on film and make $20 off it. Never understood humans. We're the only animal to go out of our way to hurt each other. All other animals, yeah, mating season, you might fight over your kids, food. But a buffalo doesn't run up and say, you're an ass, and run away. That's funny. But, sorry, I'm rambling a little. This Zoloft's got me tripping. But yeah, come see me at Third Place Books. I'm going to start donating some of my own money to the cause, too. I can put stuff, or I can put money in my PayPal, and it'll go right towards where all that's going. But yeah, I want to open a real store. Free Wi-Fi, free coffee, brick and mortar, some sort of entertainment. I mean, you got to think of this. I make $1.40 a copy. Now, Real Change already sells 14,000 copies a week. If I could get 2,000 of that, I offer in a safe, comfortable place to buy the paper, friendly atmosphere, perks, this, that. That's 146,000 a year just on the paper, and 2,000 in a market of like how many millions? That's not big numbers. I, with the right exposure, I bet you could be even bigger. Well, think about it. The news comes down. The American dream. I've been homeless for a year, and instead of begging with a little cardboard sign or holding a little tin cup and preying on people's sympathy, I buy a newspaper and I resell it. Read it front to back so I can talk to you all about it. Because it's good. It's won awards. I mean, it's not BS. If you don't know what it is, Google it, man. Check it out. Oh, I forgot what I was saying. I'm sorry about that. I can't retake this. But anyways, um, come see me, man. At Third Place Books at 20th and 65th.